Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about how to estimate your tax return and how to get all the credits and deductions that are out there. So I'm going to get the video going and we'll walk through this together. So by using our online calculator estimator, you're going to get a bigger refund by using this calculator because it's going to show you all the deductions that are out there. We have over 350 deductions in our calculator that you can qualify for, and it's going to show you exactly which ones you can and can't get, because there's a lot of new ones out there this year with all the changes in tax policy and the new administration. So make sure you're getting those, because like I said, we have 350 deductions that it's going to show you which ones you qualify for, and it's instant results. As you put your information in, it's automatically going to adjust your refund and show you what your refund's at or how much tax you might owe. So it's really an easy tool to use. The great thing too about it is it's going to reduce the risk of making any mistakes or errors, because as you're going along, because you can prepare the return through our site, HarborFinancialOnline.com. And when you're working on the tax return, any errors that you might make, it's going to catch, and it won't let you complete the return until the error's fixed. And it's going to show you exactly how to fix them, and it's super easy. It's just if they see that the numbers look off, or that you're trying to qualify for a credit that you might, it's going to tell you that you don't qualify for it. It's really a great tool, because once it passes the error check, it's gonna get submitted, your return, like if you e-file, and it'll guarantee submission. So it's a great tool to have. Some of the other credits that you're going to be able to see if you qualify for are going to be the child tax credit, earned income credit, and there's going to be a whole bunch of other credits out there, because a credit is different than a deduction. How a credit works is, say for the child tax credit, that's $1,000 per kid. If you owed $1,000 in tax, that's going to take $1,000 right off the top. So a deduction is just a percentage. A credit is dollar for dollar. So that's the great thing about getting a credit if you can. When you're using our online calculator, it has in place the first-time home buyer credit too. And same thing, if you prepare the return online, it's going to calculate that first-time home buyer credit. So if you did that this year, it's going to automatically incorporate it in there. So that's another great tool that we're constantly, every day, it's getting updated with all the any new tax changes and laws, such as the first-time home buyer credit. Now there is a new deduction this year if you bought a new car, and you get an extra deduction on the sales tax if you bought a car this year. So again, we have that in the calculator, and we have it on our site if you prepare the return there. It's going to take into effect this deduction. It'll ask you if you purchased a car during the year and the details of that car, and you may qualify for that. Another thing I want you to consider is if you have a small business. Our calculator will show you all the write-offs if you have a small business that you can get, because there's so many with having a small business, such as if you're using your personal vehicle for a business. A lot of people don't realize how you split the write-offs for a vehicle if you're using it, personal use and business. It's going to show you exactly how you can get the mileage deduction, because that can be a big deduction if you have a car. The cents you get a write-off per mile of that vehicle, so it's a great deduction. Also, the home office deduction, if you have a business, that's the biggest deduction you can get by having a business, and it's going to walk through exactly how the home office deduction works and how to qualify for it. Because if you qualify for that, it's going to dramatically decrease your taxes. You'll see, if you weren't taking it in prior years, you're going to see the biggest adjustments to your taxes with that home office deduction. So you'll see a definite difference if you qualify for that. Some of the other deductions that we have in our software is moving. If you moved for a business, you're going to get a deduction for that. If you moved, for a job, and there's certain requirements on that. You had to move a certain amount of distance for the job. But I know a lot of people out there have switched jobs recently. So this is a deduction that's going to apply to a lot of people out there. So see if you qualify for that, because most likely you've probably never taken this deduction, but it can be big because you're going to get write-offs. If you had to stay in a hotel, you're going to get write-offs for the mileage. You're going to get write-offs for, before you moved, you'll get a write-off for any job searching expenses. So, food, all of that that's related to moving for a job, you'll be able to write all that off. On our website, harborfinancialonline.com, I'm going to take you to it right now. This is our site, and on the site you can see here on the left with a free tax estimator. This is where you can just do an online estimate of what your taxes and refunds going to be, and it's going to be instant results. And right here is another link, and I'm going to scroll down the site here. You can see all these pages are dedicated to different areas of tax with credits and deductions, and you can read a little bit about them. And you can prepare the return directly online here. You can e-file it, and let me show you some of the home business deductions. Right here. Let the page load. So this is a page that we have dedicated if you had a small business, what I talked about, the home office deduction. You can read a little bit about this. But if you prepare the return online, it's going to ask you all the questions to see if you qualify for it. And that guarantees that it's going to be right, and it's going to calculate all the deductions with having a home office. So that's how that works. If you have any questions about deductions and credits and refunds and anything to do with tax, send me an email, expert@harborfinancialonline.com. I'll answer any questions you guys have. We have a lot more videos out there. Pretty much every topic of tax, we have a video done for that. If you see, there's a video doesn't cover your certain area though, send me an email, and I'll put together a presentation or video on any area of tax you guys would like, and I'll be glad to do that for you guys. Again, you can prepare the return online this year at harborfinancialonline.com, or just do a free online estimate of your taxes. Thank you, and hopefully you'll check out some of my future videos.